So, oh, hi Nahula. Yeah, I just saw you. Okay. Later we have an announcement. Okay. So please don't go away. We are going to sing for Nahula. Today is Nahula's birthday. Yay. So we will unmute and we'll all sing for her today. Okay. But let's finish it first and then we will celebrate. We'll celebrate the Festival of Lights and we'll celebrate Nahula's birthday. Okay. Deepa, I can see you now. All right. So, warm welcome to this webinar, The Chemistry of Bliss. So, I would say a very good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening to all of you from all over, wherever you all are joining in from. So, I am really thrilled because I see normally in my webinar, I see some familiar faces, and it's really lovely to see some who have never been for this webinar, like Dingy and a few more others from Singapore and also in Asia. So thank you so much for taking off the time and joining us today, especially on the eve of a festival. So thank you so much. For all those who don't know me, my name is Meera Nair, and I am a flow and nirvana education specialist. I am a group exercise master trainer with the Athletics and Fitness Association of America, and I'm a mentor for flow coaches and also a also for group fitness instructors. Okay, so today we are going to talk about happy hormones, and what it does to take for us to be happy. Right? It is all actually a state of mind if you look at it. So I will be introducing you to some special names. Some of you would have heard about those names, and some of you maybe for the first time. So we will get to know a little bit more in detail as to how these happy hormones work in your body. All right. So first thing is that we will see what we are going to cover today. So just let me put on the slides. So let's see what we're going to cover today. So today you will be learning. Of course, I'm going to first of all talk a little bit about flow state, because that's what it is all about, from where we get into the flow state, from what state to the flow state. So definitely we'll be talking a little bit about what is flow state. We will also talk about the neurochemical sequence that happens when you are in flow state. We'll also talk about the endocannabinoid system that helps with this flow state. Okay, it looks like a jarring scientific names, right? But you will see it's very simple to understand. All right, so we will also do some flow triggers. I will walk you through this FlowHub 7 app, and we will do a little bit of course overview of flow coach, how to become a flow coach. So I'm sure you all have felt some flow in your life. So having flow in your life is like being in flow. Look at this, this little bit of quote here, this poster here. Being in flow feels timeless. We lose track of time. Have you in your life felt a little bit like, you're doing something and suddenly you realize that time has passed by, and you realize that you've been doing this particular activity for a while now, right? So it becomes like you and the activity becomes one. So in this state, you are more subconscious in your actions. You blur out all the perception of no thinking of the past, no thinking of the future, but you're so much now, in the deep now. Okay, and you're being pulled into the deeper now, deeper and deeper and deeper. So that is what flow state is all about, right? What happens is that this is the ultimate state of flow. Flow is the ultimate state, the most desirable state you want to be. Why? Because when you are in flow state, what happens is all your thoughts, it sort of disappears. You don't think about the past, you don't think about the future. You are in the state where you're calm and you're peaceful. And when you're calm and peaceful, what happens? Your mind becomes clear. There is clarity of mind, because you're not thinking about 1001 thoughts in your mind, but you are thinking only about that activity that you're doing. Say, example, you're painting and you love painting. Okay, example. So if you love painting, you will be immersed in those colors and you're painting, and your creativity comes out and you create such a beautiful picture. And then you look at the time, you've been sitting and doing it for 4 hours, but it was so enjoyable. You become so creative. That is flow we're talking about. So can you all just unmute yourself and let me share with me if you all have any time experienced a state of flow. Who can share with me? Have you all experienced any time a state of flow?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Who would like to share? Just unmute and share, please. Yes,
Yes.
Chandrakanta.
Yeah. I'm actually working with small children. So usually when we do music and movement, instead of doing it just for 15 minutes, we just go on for, sometimes it's half an hour, sometimes it's 45 minutes. I being the leader, I don't even realize that so much of time has passed until someone, my partner, will say, hey, you know, so much of time has passed. We need to do something else now, quickly.
Yes. So you also you enjoy that moment, right?
That's right. Yes.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, I think who else? Diana. It happens to me lots of time doing sports outside and also flooring mandalas. Yes, coloring the mandalas. Right, right. So when you're doing those mandalas, right? Okay, great. Anybody else would like to share? Binge watching Netflix is not flow, okay?
Okay. When we do Nirvana.
When you do Nirvana fitness, yes, of course. Okay, we got a lot of Nirvana instructors here as well. When we are engrossed in that, because it's a 1 hour flow that happens, right? Yes, that is one of the things. Somebody else was sharing just now. Who was it?
While gardening, Deepa here.
Deepa. Okay, while gardening, and what happens there?
I don't know. I just lose track of time, and I keep I'll just get into it, and I don't know when to stop. It's like just takes. I get engrossed.
Yes, and that is what we are talking about. Okay, so all of you understood what is flow. Okay, so I'm going to go back to sharing my slides. So this is where what we're talking about. The state of flow is the ultimate state, the most desirable state you want to be in, right? Okay, so we've established the fact about flow state. Now what is flow code then? Okay, flow code is the scientific foundation that decodes and maps the principles of flow, and it serves as the ultimate roadmap for creating and maintaining the state of flow. Okay, so why do we need a roadmap for creating and maintaining the state of flow? Because flow is not a fixed state. Okay, it's not a fixed state. It comes and goes. It's like a wave. It comes and goes. So in your day-to-day activity, it's not like every day you're being in flow from morning till evening till you go to bed. Everything is bliss. It doesn't happen. Life doesn't happen that way, right? We do have ups and downs, isn't it? So it comes and goes, and you all experience it. However, if I shared with you that you can be in flow from morning till evening, would you believe it? Yes, you can, because we have the tools. We have the tools, and we have the tools that we are able to recall it. And how do you recall it? With triggers. Okay, there are certain triggers that we do, and whenever you're, especially when you're in a situation that you have to make some immediate decision, or if you want to, or if you're faced with some tough situation. Okay, so if your mind is filled with a lot of thoughts, do you think you can make good decisions? You are stressed. You're coming from the stressed. You're coming from anger. You're coming from different mind state, and that may not be a good decision. But when you are in flow state, you make the best decision. So, to be in that flow state, you need to have certain scientific foundation, certain tools to understand. So this is what flow code is. So flow code is a vault of information, I would say. It is like a library, and here this information actually takes you to reach that flow state. So it is crucial that we need to anchor the feeling of flow. Okay, so in these triggers that we learn, we do this practicing of this movement, we learn how to recall. So say supposing you are, you have to go into your boss's cabin because he's going to, something has happened and you don't have the answers for it. So you are in a state of panic, you're in a state of confusion and stress, and in that moment you do a recall trigger, And then what happens is automatically your mind will come, and that's what we teach you in this flow code. Okay. And so this is why we need to understand the theory behind this whole flow. And when you understand this theory, then you will realize that you can do this better because you understand the whole theory and the channels that lead to flow, and also to train with different triggers. And each triggers will show you a little bit from different angles the real importance. So we train the mind and we train the body. So when the mind is trained, actually everything falls in place, right? Because mind is everything here. This is what determines everything. Okay, the mind and the heart, we also say, isn't it? So everything we do is controlled by our mind. So to keep our mind calm, we need to be in flow. So actually, if you look at it, if you Google or if you research, there's a lot of discussion about flow. There's a lot of information about flow. Okay, but most of them are from a very descriptive level. They describe what is flow, but they tell you the state around it, but they don't really provide concrete techniques on how to train for conditions for flow. And this is what we are doing. Okay? With flow code, we provide very concrete triggers and techniques to achieve flow state. So I've explained so much, but I'll show you a video so you can understand a little bit more. Just look at this video so you can have a little bit more different perspective, different ideas. Okay, so let me just share this.
Advances in neurobiology have clarified our understanding of what is happening in our brains and bodies when we experience a range of mental states. This sharpened perspective allows us to understand in simple and rational terms the mechanics of transcendence. When we enter the flow state, we experience what is called a transient hypofrontality, areas in the prefrontal cortex that we seek to down-regulate in order to achieve flow are the seats of higher cognitive processing, where we distinguish the difference between self and other, our sense of time, our internal dialogue. This is why, when we are in flow, time seems to slow down. We merge with our consciousness. We become one with what we are doing. The research concludes that transient hypofrontality is the unifying feature of all altered states. FlowCode consists of a clear and scientifically supported topological framework of trigger channels and interventions that serve as tools to trigger all the needed conditions to assure optimal flow experience. The basic intention is to establish a mentally and emotionally safe perception framework that consists of different methods of dissolution, boosting the experience of flow to a whole new level. FlowCode maps all possible channels that can be used to create conditions for flow. Sensory flow alignment with vagal, sensomotoric, chemosensory, tactile, thermoreceptive, auditory, and visual flow alignment. Cognitive flow alignment entails intentions, rituals, recall triggers, and flow personality mindsets that create a perception framework in which flow can manifest itself and flourish. By adding social flow alignment triggers, FlowCode takes flow from individual to a group level. FlowCode also puts great importance to environmental flow alignment by reestablishing our lost connection to nature as a natural way to boost flow. The core essence of the FlowCode is a concept of flow personality, which is an essential cognitive framework that creates, builds, or sustains flow. Building up a flow personality is based on the progressive development of flow experience, establishing an internal machinery of fulfillment and joy, an experience of perception that is empowering, meaningful, and worthy. On the other hand, if we perceive reality mostly through fear, we become prone to vast varieties of ever-changing pathologies, dissatisfaction, dissonance, depression, and other mental disorders. FlowCode recognizes and deals with flow as a recurring wave and not a fixed state or episode waiting to happen now and then. In the body, as in nature, everything works in cycles. Flow is no different. In this way, it creates an immense breakthrough in understanding how to create and maintain the state of flow on a way more coherent neuroscientific basis and time-tested training principles. FlowCode ensures the optimal programming of the flow wave by implementing scientific training principles like balanced challenge, recovery, regularity, periodization, specificity, individuality, and variety principle to experience as much flow as possible in any given activity. It gives us a clear base ground for more effective approaches toward programming flow one can use daily in a variety of situations. By applying flow code principles, any activity can become an activity experienced in the state of flow. Flow code principles are available to anyone who wishes to boost their overall potential and live with a meaningful and fulfilling mindset, experience freedom and transcend in ways never even dreamt of.
Okay. How to achieve flow? Okay, now how do we do that? Of course, we have the triggers and everything, yes, but it's basically about your mind, the way we think, right? But the way we think, all our emotions play a big role in the way we breathe, right? Also, what you eat, what you drink, how you your number of hours that you sleep, the duration of your sleep, whether you are really having good quality sleep, and also depends on if you see life as beautiful or you see life as complicated, right? It can be. So in short, seeing every situation, challenges, and experience as a learning curve actually helps you calm your mind. If you're going to be in a situation and you tell yourself, oh my God, why am I in this situation? I don't know what to do. Why is it happening to me? All the internal dialogue that comes in, that's not going to help. But if you're going to tell yourself that, okay, I am in this situation and what am I learning from this? You have that internal strength, that power to get over that, the challenge that you're facing by having calmer mind, clarity of mind. So it's basically about the breathing, if you look at it, right? So when your mind is calm, your breathing becomes deep and you feel immediate sense of relief, and this help you connect with your inner self. So you heard this thing as a temporary deactivation of the mind, right? You heard that. So it is about not thinking about anything else but just being in one with what you're doing at the moment. So the temporary deactivation of the prefrontal cortex. Now this is the part of the brain that has lots of thoughts, your prefrontal cortex. So when it is deactivated, that is when your brain can be more active and can reason things out. Okay. When your brain is not that active, is only immersed in one activity, what happens? That is the doorway to the higher state of mental experience. And here, the crucial prerequisite for flow to happen for you is a temporary dissolution of yourself. That means deactivate, remove all the clutter from your head, from your brain, and remove all those thoughts. Okay, that is when we talk about transient hypofrontality, you heard about that, right? So the transient hypofrontality is what? Is hypo, getting it out of your mind. So there's no more thought. It is very difficult actually, to get to that state where you don't think about anything, especially when you meditate, right? Think of nothing. Well, your mind will wander. We are all humans, right? We are human beings. Mind will wander off. But you need to understand, you need to catch yourself from where is your mind wandering off. That is true meditation. Actually, if you look at it, your brains are like exercise, like muscles, so you really exercise them. That's when you meditate, you go deeper. Okay, so you need to deactivate your mind, right? Now, I know this is a little bit of a lot of information. So I don't want you to get so overwhelmed by the terms and technology, the things that I'm saying. So I want you to sort of deactivate your mind at the moment. So I'm going to ask you all to breathe. We are going to do 7 breaths. Okay, in 1 minute, it's about a minute, we'll take 7 breaths. So this 7 breath goes like this. For those who knows Nirvana Fitness, you all know the sound cue, right? So for those who don't know, this is how it goes. How do we do this? You will hear sound cues. sound cues of the bowl. Okay, so you will hear the first cue will be a higher pitch, and then you hear the second cue, which is a deeper pitch. So the higher pitch, you will inhale. You inhale, and immediately you will hear another sound. You exhale. So the count goes like this: you inhale 4 times, exhale 8 times. Means your exhalation goes longer. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so when you do that, what I also want you to do is breathe into your lungs. Breathe into your lungs and let your lungs expand. That's deep breathing. Okay, you don't breathe from your chest, not shallow breathing. So if you really want to test what is deep breathing, do this. Take a deep inhalation through your nose, and as you exhale, purse lip. So shoot out in your palm. What do you feel? Do you feel it's warm, it's a bit moist? That's the breath we are talking about. Okay, but if I say blow a candle, it's cold. No, not that breath. Deep breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, purse lip, using the lungs. So deep inhale, your lungs will expand and it goes in. Okay, so let's practice that a little bit. So this is how it goes. Tongue, inhale. Tongue, exhale, long. Okay, but I want you to close your eyes. So let me share the sound with you.
Nirvana.
Inhale, exhale,
Inhale.
first lip,
Exhale.
feel? A little bit calmer? A little bit calmer, right? Okay, so this is the 7 breath we are talking about. It's a kind of a flow trigger, a recall system as well. So when you practice this every time, when you have to go and deal with certain difficult situation, you can do this flow trigger. This is the 7 breath that you can use. I will share with you the app later so you can understand a little bit more, okay? So let's look at how it really works. How does it work? Okay, now if you look at this diagram here, this is called the flow zone, okay, the brain wave sequence. So here, if you look here, you have a build-up phase, you have a gain phase, you have a peak phase, and you have a transition phase, that's the afterglow effect. So here, the flow brain waves, base flow, moderate flow, intensive flow, and max flow. We want max flow. We want to peak here. So let's look at what is happening. In the build-up phase, what happens? In the build-up phase, you're basically in the beta wave frequency. Our brain gives out a lot of vibration, a lot of frequency, right? So here, the brain waves produce sort of synchronized electrical pulses from masses or from neurons communicating with each other. It's vibrating, right? So our brain waves change according to what we are doing. Normally, the way we feel. So the way we feel, like for example, you feel very sluggish today. Today I'm bored, okay? Today I'm tired. I'm dreamy. I just want to daydream today. And but sometimes you feel very wired up, right? I'm wired up. You feel hyper. You feel alert. Sometimes you feel calm. Sometimes your action is like it's somewhere moderate. So everything that you do is determined by the brain waves dominance. Okay, so just let's have a look at what happens during the beta wave. So during the beta wave, there is this hormones that is released. So this is norepinephrine and dopamine that is released. Okay, so this is very dominant. So in this state, you are in the normal waking consciousness. So you're awake. Right now, you're in beta wave frequency. It is anything from 12 to 40 because you're alert, right? You're alert. Your attention is towards the cognitive task that you're doing, the outside world. What is Meera talking? Who are there in this room? So it's active and it's attentive. You are engaging in what I'm saying. You are also judging and trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. How is it making sense? So all these things are happening in your mind. Okay. So the frequency is anything from 12 to 40, like I said. So here, this hormone, it helps to speed up your heart rate. It pumps the blood. It improves your muscle tension. It increases the blood pressure and also helps to break fats and triggers this release of glucose. Why? Because it has to give you energy. That's why it has to trigger that. Okay, it has to trigger that. So dramatically increases your attention as well and improves the patterns of recognition and also muscle control. And then from here, when you start, say supposing you're getting into the flow state, so you start with beta wave, right? Build up. Then you go into the gain phase. So in the gain phase, you're basically in what waves? You're in the alpha wave. So alpha wave is anything from 8 to 12 hertz. Yeah, that's the frequency. Here, what is happening is, here you're not focusing too hard. It's not too hard. You are already immersed in what is happening, but you're still aware about what's happening outside, right? Probably relatively calm, a bit relaxed, and you're quietly flowing thoughts and in some meditative states as well. So this measures is about 8 to 12. And here, the brain produces what? It produces endorphins. Okay, the brain produces endorphins. Now, what is the role of this hormone? Is basically to block or reduce sensation of pain and boost pleasure, and it resulting in an overall feeling of well-being. Okay, so from beta waves, alpha waves, and then we go to the alpha theta. Okay, so here, like I said, if you have to go through the if you have to go to the peak phase, you have to pass beta, alpha. So you're somewhere in the middle, alpha theta wave frequency there. It is a sweet spot actually. So this is the optimal frequency to enter state of flow. All right. So it is actually the border between your conscious and your subconscious mind. Got it? Okay. So according to science and research, increases in alpha brain waves lead to peak performances. Like I said, when you are in flow state, you are in peak performance, like you are really doing everything at 100%. For example, I'll give you, you are so prepared for an exam, okay? And you go there and you start opening the page, the question paper. Nothing matters, but you're so focused on that paper, right? The exam. You're really focused on that exam. And what happens there? You're able to focus and you're able to do the exam because you're really prepared and you're really focused, right? So you are in a peak performance state at the moment, at that time, right? So this frequency can be anything from 7 to 8 hertz. And what is the hormone that's being released here? This hormone is called anandamide. Okay, the name is taken from Sanskrit Anand or Ananda. In Sanskrit, in what we say is actually joy, happiness, bliss, delight, and we add the amide, ananda amide, which is actually all this chemical components that is combined. Okay, so ananda was found to do a lot more than to produce the heightened state of happiness. Okay, so if you hear anybody's name, you hear a lot of guys' names. Anand means happiness. Okay, so this is we also name our children with these kind of names. So anandamide lifts moods. It inhibits fear and improves our lateral thinking. It is important in memory, very important in memory. So your memory, you can buy hard things. You can it also prevents you from getting to dementia and all those kind of diseases. It motivates you. It motivates you. It's a higher of thought processes and movement control, pain, appetite, fertility. Everything comes under Ananda mind, and it also puts a brake on cancer cells. Okay, it helps to prevent and exhibits both anti-anxiety and antidepressant properties. So that is why this is so being in flow is so important for our mental well-being. People who are depressed, people who have got bipolar, you know, they have to really be in flow. Meditate. If you guys are there, if you all are flow coaches or Nirvana fitness instructors, please do share this with your participants, because there's a lot of depression going on everywhere, right? You're aware. And now with this COVID situation, even more people are getting depressed. Families are having issues, lots of fights happening. Yeah, we don't hear it, but it's happening. Okay, so okay, somebody is saying something. Yes, please do chat. Please do share your thoughts. It'll be good to share. Yes, someone is sharing something. Yes, anyone who would like to share anything at this point, please, you can even unmute yourself and just talk to us. Okay, now going forward, when you are in the peak phase, after that what happens? Like I said, it is a wave. Being flow is a wave. So you will have peak and you will come back to transition phase. So in transition phase, here what happens? What's the frequency? Here it is the brain wave mix. So it's a mix of everything, all the different waves. So anything from 7 to 40 hertz. Okay, and here what is being released? Yes, it is oxytocin and serotonins. Yes. So oxytocin is known as the cuddle hormones or the love hormone. Yes, it's like eating chocolate, right? How many of you love chocolates? Yes, oxytocin. Yes. So it is known as the cuddle hormone or the love hormone. It is actually associated with behaviors of human social bonding, in short. Trust, emotional behaviors, and as for serotonins, it affects moods, social behavior, appetite, digestion, sleep, memory, and desires. So we say when serotonin has arrived, the state has already happened. Okay, so serotonin is responsible for the afterglow effect. So people who meditate a lot, if you look at them, they're always, there's something about them. You can see that happiness, there's something about them in their face. It is like the afterglow effect. There's a kind of aura that they carry. If you see the monks, people who really meditate, monks, of course, people who are coaches and all that, you see, they are sometimes very calm and there's something nice about them, some aura. This is the afterglow effect because they practice being in flow. Okay. Now we have all these chemicals, hormones all coming out. Now, how does this really work? So let's look at this system here. Now, this system, the endocannabinoid system. What is it? What is endocannabinoid system? Now, this is actually endocannabinoids are neurotransmitters. They are chemical messengers. Okay, so your brain is giving out the hormones. Okay, the brains are giving out hormones, but this hormones has to be sent as a message to some parts of the body, right? Okay, wait just a minute. Let me see if I need to admit anybody else in, because okay, no, I think everybody's in. All right. Okay, so next. It is an important modulatory system in function of the brain, the endocrine and immune tissues. Okay, and it plays a very important regulatory role in the secretion of hormones related to reproductive functions and response to stress. How do you respond, right? Now, if you look at your body, you see all these points here that you see. This is all the neurotransmitters that we are talking about. Okay, basically this is a system where it's complex action in our immune system, nervous system, and all our body organs. So literally the bridge between the body and mind. Okay, the bridge between body and mind. So the mind is sort of your thinking, and you're going through with all these different hormones, and it is sent to the body, right?
Tomorrow, in front of Perepa, ask him, bring water.
Alcohol. I already told you because it
Okay,
tastes
Veda,
good.
let me mute everybody.
But we have not approved for you to take
Veda,
alcohol.
mute. Okay.
What's
Okay,
that?
muted. Okay. Oh, no. Sorry about that. Okay. So we say literally it's the bridge between the body and mind. So why? So then if it's a bridge between body and mind, it really helps to regulate what? Regulate your energy balance. It plays a key role in maintenance of your bone mass, regulate metabolic processes, promotes and regulates your sleep pattern, your sleep. Very important, right? And it also regulates your pain. So basically the whole functioning of your body is sort of controlled by this system called endocannabinoids. Okay, so as I mentioned, flow is not a fixed state, it is a wave, right? And this system is the integral part of the flow interventions. So it actually helps us understand better the game the body and mind plays, and how everything in our body is sort of connected. Okay, all right, so let's go to the next slide. So let's explore the way we breathe, because whatever emotions that we have and whatever hormones are being released is again starting in your mind, from your thought to the way you breathe, isn't it? So how are we breathing? Actually, the science tells us that we need only about 6 to 8 breaths per minute, but we are breathing anything from 12 to 20 breaths per minute these days. So if you look at it, just look at this breath per minute. Okay, we have 4 to 18 here. Nowadays, people are breathing anything from 12 to above 18 plus, that's about 20 now in this era, now in this 2020 we're talking about. Okay, so actually what we really need is lesser breath but quality breath, lesser quality breath. So if you look at 4 to 9 breath per minute, okay, breath per minute, this is the time where when you take this 4 to 9 breath per minute, anything between 4 to 9 breath, that is when your body is rejuvenating. Okay, it is healing. It's healing. Your mind and body healing happens. So in this, the positive oxygenation process where flow hormones, like I just mentioned, right, your endorphins and serotonins and dopamines are released for basic healthy metabolism. And this is called the parasympathetic system, where we are more relaxed. We want this because we want our body to rejuvenate and re-energize. However, if you look at 10 to 18, look at that, the color goes darker and darker, right? Here it is, if it's 10 to 12 is moderate, you're still restless. But if you go to 13 to 18, it's insufficient. You are in the stress and anxiety and depression mode. Okay, and that's how we are breathing nowadays, actually, if you look at it. This is an increased risk where diseases happen. A lot of diseases happen. And if you look at it, because of the era that we are living, very much modernized era that we are living, that we are getting more sick. Okay, so this is more chronic oxygen deprivation. And here, stress hormones like what? Adrenaline and cortisol are released, and this leads to acidity and toxic metabolism, where you're more prone to diseases. And we call this the sympathetic system. We also call it the fight or flight mode. Okay, we need to have the sympathetic system, this little bit stress mode. So when there's danger, we know that we need to fight or flee from that place, right? So in life, generally, we need to balance both the system so that we know when to relax and when to fight. Okay, but right now, everything is mingled, everything is mixed. You may relax a little bit, but not enough. You're not balancing it. Okay, so how can we do all these things? Now, here I'm going to talk to you about FlowHub 7, the trigger channels. Okay, so FlowHub 7 is an app that FlowCode has. We follow all the meditation and the triggers and sound therapy and everything from this particular app. Now here, this is how it looks. So we call it your designated space for learning on how to get the flow state optimized experience of it and turning it into a trait, turning it into a habit. You want to have good habits and make it a long-lasting habit, right? So let's have a look at the FlowHub 7. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, let's go to FlowHub 7. I'm going to open out. Oh, people are waiting. Oh, sorry guys, I allowed you all in late. Okay, we got some latecomers here. Okay, never mind. Yes, okay. So I'm going to share this FlowHub 7 app with you all so you can see what really happens, how to use it, okay? FlowHub 7, where are you? Here we are. Okay. Oh, no, not this. Sorry. Wait, let me just set it up first. FlowHub 7. Okay. Now I will share. Yes, and share. So FlowHub 7 is an app, and if you look at it, it looks like this. Okay, you can sign up for it. It's free for everybody for seven days. Okay, just let me just give me a minute. Somebody's joining in. Oh. Okay, all right. So if you look at start here. If you scroll down, you'll see all the information you need to know about FlowHub 7. So, the video I shared just now, it's here. There's a lot more. What is flow state, FlowCode presentation, definitions, a whole lot of them. So those are the lessons we're talking about. It's a lot of lessons there. So if you subscribe to it, you can go through this and learn a little bit more. Now let's have a look at the triggers. Okay, in the triggers we have flow trigger sets. Now flow trigger sets are like you start your day with 3 movement with 3 different type of breathing. So 4 inhale, 4 exhale, 4 inhale, 8 exhale, and 4 inhale, 12 exhale triggers that you have to start your day with. So if you really don't get time to go to the gym and go do exercise, you can do these triggers at home. All right. Then we have the sensory flow alignment. Now in the sensory flow alignment, we have warm up, we have breath walk. Now in Nirvana Fitness, we have a proper 1 hour workout. Okay. But we have breath activation. We learn how to breathe, and then we have the warm up, and then only we start the movement. But here we have an introduction for you. Okay. So just the warm up. Now, 2 people have entered. Okay, so now let's have a look at the breathwork flow alignment. Now in breathwork flow alignment, today what you learned today, we did the 7 breath. Okay, you remember the 1 minute breath that I made you all do? 7 breath. 7 breath is actually based on 7 mind intentions, or I call it also the Nirvana 7 intentions. Okay, so we have dolphin breath. It's a different type of breathing where you inhale and you hold your breath for like 30 seconds, and then you exhale and you recover. Then we have slow breath. Slow breath, inhale 4, exhale 12, exhale longer and longer. And then we have 7 breath, and we have deep sleep trigger as well. So if you're a person who cannot sleep well, listen to this deep sleep trigger. You'll sleep like a baby. I want to take you all to a meditation. Okay, this one is light meditation. Okay, flow anchoring light meditation.
Flow anchoring.
Just a
light meditation.
Okay, so I'm going to share this with y'all. I want y'all to relax now. We're going to go into it's a 5-minute meditation. Okay, we can take 5 minutes, right? It's already, we are running out of time. Yes, it's kind of Buddhist. No, it's not really a kind of Buddhist meditation. Meditation where you sort of deactivate your mind. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So if you can just spare with me 5-10 minutes more, we're already going to be 10 o'clock. It's a 1 hour program, webinar. But if you can just spare 10 minutes, okay, I'll quickly go to this 5-minute meditation. I really want you to experience this. Please be seated.
Flow anchoring.
Okay.
light meditation.
Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes. And relax. Just follow the cues.
Assume a relaxed position. Take a few slow and relaxed breaths. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. As you exhale, let the tension leave your body. Let other thoughts slip away. Let them flow away, arising and disappearing. Observe them. Watch them without judgment, letting go of everything. Start by remembering the feeling that you experienced when you felt the most joy, completely immersed and filled with meaning. A moment in your life when you felt anything is possible and everything was going your way. Now blend this feeling with a warm, bright, and calming wave of light within your chest. Watch as it grows and expands, filling up your whole body from head to toes, giving a warm feeling of deep presence, trust, and confidence. Your body is now full of white, bright light. You're feeling energized and calm. The light now starts to radiate out of the body as a jet stream, filling up all of the space, all of the time. Shining on everyone and everything, ending up in the infinity. This is the feeling of the flow. Stay in this feeling as long as you wish. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes.
All right, open your eyes, everyone. All right, that is the flow light anchor. So Yeah, so it sort of relaxes you completely because it's a guided meditation. You go deeper and deeper and you take out all the unwanted things and make yourself as bright as a light, and that light is what is energizing you. Okay, so it's again thought process. It's a thought process actually, if you look at it, right? Okay, so coming to the last part, quickly go back to the slides. Just give me a few more minutes. Okay, and here we go. All right, so FlowHub 7, this app, you have everything. Okay, you can try it out. You can try. We have got 700 plus flow triggers and programs, and it's a unique flow coach approach. And you get this app on your mobile, and it's also a desktop app. And so many triggers from this, so many triggers and meditations and deep sleep, a whole lot of information in this. Okay, so you get it. Sorry, this is done. So here, if you go to the flowhub.com, you can give your information, your name, your email address, and you can sign up for 7 days. Okay, so it is free for 7 days. You can try it out. But when you give all the details, you have to also given your payment details, but they won't deduct any money from you. This is a subscription. Okay, it's a monthly subscription. The regular price is about €9.90. But if you use my affiliate voucher, Meera Nair, you'll get 10% discount. Okay, so you may want to first try it out. You don't have to buy it. Just try it out for 7 days. It's free. Go through everything. 7 days. Just go through everything. And then if you think it's something for you, then just let me know. Okay. Now, we are also looking for getting in new flow coaches. So if any one of you are interested to take up flow coach, I know, some of you here are new to this. You all are instructors already, and you all are coming to check out what this is all about. So if you think you can be a flow coach, yes, again, here you can go to this place and sign up again. And here I'll tell you how much it costs, because everybody's concerned about the cost, right? So this is how much it costs. Okay, $498 plus $990 for your FlowHub subscription. But if you take the lifetime certification, you pay $798. This is a lifetime access. So once you pay, and that's it, you don't have to pay anymore. However, we have a 12-month installment plan. So this is very popular now. So if you are interested, do let me know. I will share with you this code again, Meera Nair, and you will get 10% discount on any package, even the monthly subscription, this installment one as well, you get 10% discount. So please let me know. Okay. Now, I am a flow mentor. So I'm a mentor for coaches. So coaches who are here, who have not become coaches yet, or those who are really wanting to take it up and have some guidance, there is I will definitely give you some guidance. For that, again, you have to go to this website, this FlowCode mentoring program. You go to FlowCode and you'll find this. Click on that. Okay, here I will help you to complete your course. I know some of you have not completed your flow coach course. So if you need some help there, please let me know. Okay, once you become a coach, you will also learn. I will guide you how to place yourself in different sectors, how to better lead your sessions, webinars, workshops. You will also learn how to create programs and adapt them to different clients. Okay, maybe it's a one-on-one client, maybe it's a person who's got depression, or maybe it's for the corporate, the corporate clients. How do you adapt certain program for different clientele? Okay, and also boost in your flow coaching career. So all you need to do is go to theflow.com/flow-mentor-program, and you will find the details there. Okay. Now, I have got a couple of announcements. I've got an upcoming event, and I really would love you all to be part of this. Now, I'm having a 10 days virtual flow detox retreat. Okay. It is a cleansing, because we've come to the end of the year, and it's a mind, body, space cleansing. So here we also, that means I will have a Zoom session with you all and help you to create a plan. What do you all want? What kind of detox do you want? What type of clarity do you want? What type of clearing do you want to do in your body, mind, and also your space around you? Okay, so this is a very elaborate program. So the first time we will meet on Zoom, and we will have a closed group on WhatsApp, and from there I'll be coaching you every day. I'll be coaching you, and you will be also using the FlowHub 7 for 1 month free. Okay, so actually the cost is about, it's 40 Sing dollars. Okay, however, for all those who are attending the session today, this the chemistry of bliss, you will be paying only $35. Okay, 35 Sing dollars. So it comes to about 20 USD or something like that. So email me, message me. You don't want to miss this, because we really want to create and have a good clearing for the coming year. So I'll be sharing with you also recipes and how to detox your gut and your system, but not too harsh. Okay, you will be able to do it. So I'm very excited about this. And of course, on the 11th of December, I have another webinar coming up. It is called Boost Your Immune System. So you learn all about how to prevent yourself from falling sick and get your immune system up. Okay, and yeah, we've come to the end. All I would say is, let's just be grateful. Grateful for what? Grateful for being able to breathe and to be alive. And of course, grateful for all our hormones, our norepinephrine, our dopamine, our friends, right? Endorphins, yes. Anandamai, don't forget this powerful hormone, and your oxytocin, serotonin, and of course the endocannabinoid system that you learned a little bit today. Okay, so that's all I have for tonight. Let's do a 5-minute of Q&A. Anybody has got any questions, please unmute and share with me. Yes, who's going to share first? Yes, thank you, Jess. Who would like to share first? Let's take some share. Dinah, would you like to share something? Dinah Urban, would you like to share something?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. It's always so nice to be here when you are teaching us something new. I love your energy, and as I just booked myself in the Flow program, I am very happy that you will be my mentor. So I just wanted to share that. I'm really, really happy to be part of this family here and to see so many happy people. And it's always great to see how others are using flow triggers. I am myself quite new in the sports industry. I'm a salesperson for the past 20 years. So I started with Nirvana because I was in a burnout. I was depressed and I didn't know what to do. So as somebody who discovered it in the lowest period of my life, I can say it's amazing. And I really, really want to learn as much as possible from all of you and be able to help other people around me to find their flow, to find their balance, and to find their meaning in life. So thank you very much for your wonderful.
Thank you for sharing. I'm looking forward, Diana. Today is Nahula's birthday. Nahula is our Nirvana education specialist from Maldives. Hi Nahula, happy birthday. So it'll be really nice if y'all can just unmute yourself and just scream out to her, happy birthday Nahula.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday
Nahula.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, have a wonderful day. I know it's still early in Maldives, so have a great day. And if anybody else has any questions, 1 more minute. Anybody has any more questions before you go? All good? If you want to contact me individually, please do share your thoughts. Send us a lot of feedback, okay? Send us a lot of feedback. You can also share in the chat group. What did you feel? What did you learn? You can. It will be really nice if you can. Thank you, Alenka. And we have,
Thank you so much, everyone.
all right, everyone from Asia and from Europe. Lots of love. Stay happy. Be grateful for all our hormones. Love you all lots. See you all. Bye bye.